Congregation Bethel, Craig, where a real sad situation is unfolding here this morning. You can see firefighters here still actively fighting, pouring water onto this building, which we're told was mostly made of wood after that fire broke out sometime around 3 o'clock this morning. And what makes this scene even scarier is that the rabbi, his wife, and his children were inside this home when the fire broke out, though we do know they did escape safely this morning. Now, when we first got here, right around 3:45 this morning, the flames were quite a sight. A giant flames coming out of this building. You can see here on your screen just flames shooting out of the windows, a lot of bright orange flames. The rabbi and his family, including his 3 kids, were inside the synagogue sleeping when the fire broke out. They went to a neighbor's house to escape the flames. We're told no one else was inside this home when that happened. When we first got here, we were able to get close to the synagogue and see just how intense this fire was, but now we have multiple fire trucks from several nearby departments here helping to fight this fire. The massive response has blocked off several streets in this area, and we don't know yet what started these flames. We have seen police here knocking on doors. We're in a very residential area. This synagogue is surrounded by homes on all sides. In fact, we're told that was a concern for firefighters because embers were flying off as far as a mile and a half away from where this synagogue was. That's how big this fire was, so firefighters were really concerned about getting those embers under control to prevent the fire from spreading. And we do know neighbors are concerned. I've seen about a dozen or so people come out here to watch what's happening, and we actually spoke to that neighbor who lives next door and said the rabbi and his family showed up, knocked on his door after 3 a.m., shaken up and just trying to get to safety.
I heard all the noise, and I came out to see what's going on, and I saw the rabbi come to my house, because I said, if there's ever a problem, come by, see me. So he came with the family, and the wife and kids all came by, and they came out just about their lives.
And back out here live, we're giving you another look here at firefighters hard at work. We did just speak to the mayor here in Rutherford as well as the police chief, who wanted to emphasize that this building, though it's a total loss, it was very, very old and made of wood. So there were a lot of questions about perhaps this fire being suspicious or what caused this fire, and the mayor wanted to emphasize that they really have to dive deep into this investigation before making any judgments about that it is a very old building. It could have just burned down. There's no indication right now that anything nefarious happened. I do want to mention that this synagogue was targeted back in 2012 with another attack. There was a different rabbi here at that time, but the mayor confirming to us that this was the same synagogue that was targeted more than 10 years ago now with a different rabbi. He also mentioned this rabbi is a real pillar of the community and that this is a very, very sad day for this community, and we're hearing neighbors echoing that as well. That's the latest here in Rutherford. I'm Julie Millay, Pix 11 News.